Hey, what's up, freedom seekers? It's Monday morning, and that means it's time for another episode of Coffee and Cash. Hey, yo, guys, what's up? So we're at Affiliate Summit West right now in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. It's been an amazing experience, amazing event. We've had a lot of opportunities to meet with A players, the guys that are making Neil's move, and I wanted to make sure that I got you one more here to watch. So this is Chris Encarnacion. Thanks for having me. Yeah, for sure, brother, dude. Chris is an expert in sort of like the VSL space. So he does a lot of video. He's sort of like a nerd about it, but he's a super cool dude outside of the video stuff as well.
Thank you.
He's got a beautiful voice. I've heard him sing. So he's a really cool dude. He's going to bring a lot of value at the end of this episode, and we'll have him jump on and talk about some of what he does. And you guys are going to learn a lot. But before that, let's jump in and let's talk about 3 offers on the DStore24 platform that I think you need to check out. First one, okay, girlfriend activation system. Now,
February's almost here.
yes, February. We're both married,
Yes.
right? So we don't need this no more.
No.
But there are a lot of players out there that can't get girls. And so they got issues. They need this type of stuff.
They need it.
The girlfriend activation system is done by a really great group of dudes, Hiroko. One of the things I love about this team is they build funnels that are super thorough. They really test a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like anybody can just do a cool offer and it looks cool, but until you've actually tested, you don't know what's going to hit.
Exactly. And every time, we have a team as well, so we look at opportunities to sign up as an affiliate and create creatives to, test out ourselves. And I don't like to touch anything if I don't see data first.
Yeah.
So, the fact that they've got data, they tested it, it's proven. After this, I think I'm going to
And go running.
yeah, who knows,
It's a great offer. The second offer I want to talk about is Dr. Joe Vitale's offer. So Joe Vitale has a new offer called the Mental Time Travel System. Now, this is a cool concept. So the idea is a lot of people struggle in their current lives. And what would happen if they could go back in time and relive experiences and now maybe assign a different understanding or a different sort of like outcome that you could change their perspective around something that happened previously in their life that's holding them back, and use this time travel, right, as a way to then change their present and change their future. Super cool, right? If you don't know Joe, he was in the movie The Secret.
I know. I was pretty, when I saw it, I was like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
And
It's big.
yeah, no, and then, with what we do, we usually do really big, high blockbuster cinematic stuff, and, things exploding and emotions and kids are drowning. Sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, no, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, I love the fact that, he doesn't have to do all that. He's got an amazing fan base. People already know who he is. He was in the movie The Secret. He's leveraging that notoriety. I saw him and I kind of wanted to hear what he had to say just because I remembered. And that movie impacted me, got me on this, entrepreneur land, just believing and moving forward. And yeah, so
Check it out, dude.
I want to check it out. Yeah.
He's written some like 80 books now. He's been in multiple movies now. So he has this name. And so what's really cool about this sort of an affiliate offer is a lot of times you're running an affiliate offer to a nameless, faceless product and people are going to buy it. Whereas this brings star power with it. Right now, he's only accepting email affiliates. And so if you've got an email list, or I guess he's also accepting like organic traffic. If you maybe have like some organic stuff in the PD space, if you got like a Facebook group or anything in that sort of personal development. Also, he does a lot of make money, although this offer isn't about make money.
It's worth the test.
Yeah.
It's worth the test. As soon as I saw it, I already knew who that was. And that movie, all my friends, my inner circle, everyone's seen The Secret. It's worth the test.
Last offer up, right? So the last one we're talking about, this one is a cool offer from Danielle Leslie. It's called Course from Scratch. And so this offer, right, it's a high ticket. You get to work with her team, take the course, and then you can work with her team on creating your first product, right? Your first online digital product. And what I love about what Danielle's done is, first off, she's like wicked smart.
Mm-hmm.
Wicked smart. I've seen her talk a couple of times. She is wicked smart. But then she also really understands the idea of having culture and understanding of who your community and audience is. So she really is niched up, and like there's a ton of people who want to build a course, right? But she speaks to a demographic that then can really connect with her rather than just like shouting out to the masses. Super specific. It's really, really good. Really good. I'd check it out for sure.
Yeah, amazing.
So let's go ahead and let's talk now about why we brought Chris on. So as I said before, Chris has done a ton of stuff in the video space. And I know everybody essentially, like if you're doing any sort of affiliate work with like paid media, a VSL is always going to do better. There's just like so many reasons that you are an expert. Can you tell us like a little bit about yourself, how you got in the industry? Like it's not just like a super common thing.
Oh man. So back in 2008, the economy for real estate dropped. I was in Florida. I was a loan officer, real estate, doing my thing. Went from closing 3-4 sales a month to 0, right? And then just doing loan modifications. Oh my God. So I did not want to be in that industry ever again. And pretty much my cousin Henry, he had moved to Austin. He had started working with internet DR response internet marketing company over there. And I saw him for a family get together in Florida. And I was like, bro, you go, dude, you got to move to Austin. Like, I got to show you this.
There's a lot of stuff happening, right? When you moved to Austin, it's like, I mean, it's still happening in Austin, but
no. And then, and at that time, he was like, dude, let me just show you this internet thing. And he just showed me, and he showed me a launch that his company did, and they did 7 figures in a month. And I didn't even think that was possible. Yeah. I literally packed up my bags the next day. 2 days later, I'm in Austin, sleeping on the couch, just trying to learn. And then in the beginning, I was just watching Armin Morin videos, Mike Filsaime videos, Frank Kern, all the legends, Mike Dillard stuff. Yeah, pretty much just started understanding the lingo, what this is, what this isn't. And then within the crew, we started, our buddy worked out and he was in amazing shape, started pointing a camera at him, and then they started putting it on YouTube, and they started.
Were you always the guy behind the camera? Is that where you started, or you someplace else?
No, actually, pretty much just editing, really. Okay. I did music, so I knew a little bit about editing, and we needed something done, and they were like, "Hey, don't you know how to edit?" I was like, "A little bit," and kind of started there.
For a lie, just a little bit. Yeah, I'm great at it.
No, it really was, because I didn't really know. I mean, I had to take some training and figure it out, but because I already knew what we were trying to do, we're trying to convert. I come from sales. And then my videos started kind of doing better than just people trying to make things pretty. Okay. And then, and then that company became Six Pack Shortcuts. Okay. And then I was there for about 9 years until they sold the company. Okay. And then when they sold the company, I started my own little, video agency.
Yeah, it's a little. It's always busy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So what doing like video editing and stuff like that? What are like a lot of like the things that are just like forgotten that people, when they're trying to like, for right now, let's talk to affiliates, right? Sure. So you're an affiliate and you're shooting like a YouTube ad or you're shooting a Facebook ad. When you're looking at those sorts of ads, what are they messing up a lot of times in their editing? What are like small mistakes?
So just not, when you watch the video, are you being submerged into the video? Do you feel like it's pulling you in? Are you having an experience? Or is the pattern interrupt really when you're scrolling, really stopping you, grabbing your attention? And now you're delivering the messaging. That's one of the biggest mistakes. I mean, I think a lot of people rely heavy on the copywriter, who is the most important part because it is copy. Yeah. But if you don't have something within the first 3 seconds, attention grabbing to stop them, they're going to scroll past the messaging or they're going to hit skip. So props, using props, being creative, talking to your production team. Hey, what can you guys do with the cameras? Can we do anything with slow motion? Can we... I don't know, if we're talking about, how to lose weight with eating apple pie. I don't know, grab the apple pie and like...
Lose weight with eating apple pie.
I don't know.
That's a great offer.
Yeah, it is a great offer. But imagine, you grab it and you're like, I'm going to teach you how to lose weight by eating apple pie. And just smash it in your face. Like, what do you mean? Like, what's going on? And then you're holding up your old jeans. Like, I ate apple pie and I lost. Now, obviously, so find someone that did that, right? Yeah. I'm not saying let's make this up.
But you could even change all that, right? You could start with that. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Smash in your face and then be like, okay, we all know that can't really work. Right. Let me tell you what does really work.
Right, exactly. But I'm saying it's like, you just get creative. Yeah. I mean, we need, there's so much going on, so much competition for you just to... And sometimes it does work, right? I mean, now I'm talking about cold traffic, right? Yeah. Like, they don't know you. They don't want to see you. They're at YouTube to watch what's after your video.
They're annoying them.
Yeah. So it's like, so what are you going to do? And then, you're targeting them. So that's your avatar. So I don't know if it's pain related or weight loss related. Another one is this: put their avatar in front of them. If you could cast for an actor or find someone that has an amazing story, or go through your testimonials. If you see, the people that are buying, if you're already at market, people are buying your stuff and you're seeing, reach out to that person. We did that at Six Pack with some of our guys that had transformations. We flew them in and got a bunch of content with them telling their story, and they provided pictures of of what they used to look like and what they look like now, and all that stuff just crushed, man. And then you'd be surprised how they would love to come. You transform their lives. Like, they want to be a part of something. If they get a call or an email saying, hey, we love your story, thanks for the testimonial, can we invite you to fly over here? And, you're probably going to spend couple $1,000. You fly a couple days in a hotel, a little bit of food, but you're going to get so much content that, So I'd say just get creative with your team, get creative with try to just create something that could connect with the viewer at a deeper level, not just like,
Yeah.
But
so what is the name? Is it called, I think it's called Backdoor. Is it Backdoor? It's where you can go in and you can find actors.
do
you know what I'm talking about?
I think Backstage.
Yeah, there you go.
Backstage.
So I know going on that last point you said is I know a lot of people, what they'll do is actually go to Backstage, and there you can find actors, and you can actually look for actors that had experiences.
Yeah.
You could send them your own product. So I know they had like a skin. It's like if you had dark spots, you could remove it. So they actually sent the actor the product. The actor used it for a while. After the actor used it, so then they got somebody who was good on camera and had also had the personal experience. And so it was like a super convincing.
I use agencies. So Austin's like the Hollywood of Texas, pretty much. So there's like 7 local agencies that reach out nationwide. So I go that route because it's faster, easier, and I don't have to, backdoor. Yeah. But yes, that's an amazing resources. I mean, if you're not leveraging that, I don't know what you're doing. You're making it hard for yourself.
Like if I was even like, some of our guys are like in other countries or whatever, maybe they can't find, they just can't use something like Backstage. Something that like I would think like you could even do is if you had a product, you could reach out to the users of your product and say, hey, we're doing a contest and the best video wins. And so send us your video testimonial.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually if you get 30 people that send you a video testimonial, at least one of those is going to be good on camera.
Yeah.
And they win the contest. That's the person then you say, hey, we want to make you the spokesperson.
Yeah. Or you could say, hey, you'll win a year's supply of your product. And
you don't even have to pay.
And it's just 12 bottles. Man. It's like how much you really paid to manufacture that? Not much, right? Yeah. So you could get so much, and you could even make it where maybe they could even send you something every couple of weeks. Make it almost like kind of like these influencer deals that you see. Like, if you send me 5 pieces of marketing material every other week, we'll send you a bottle or a shirt or something. And slice that up. Use it as the intro to your commercial, to your VSL. Use it as a Facebook ad. And then from there, transition over then to the face of the product, talking then to the camera. And, this person, the story you just heard are experiences that we're seeing every day, and we're getting bombarded with amazing people that have been transforming their lives. I would like to share with you what they're doing. Click the link below. It's a quick 7-second trick that they're doing every day. And you'd be surprised how stuff like that is powerful when it works.
There's a really great offer that we're onboarding right now that I just, I love what they did. So they've sort of combined very like white hat style promotions, and also with like a little bit of that more gray aggressive. So it's a weight loss offer.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have that emotional aggressive piece that you see out of like some of the biggest weight loss offers.
Mm-hmm.
But then they actually have a like training. It's not just a supplement. They have in the back end a actual coaching program.
Oh, that's amazing.
And so then what they did is they use all those testimonials. They put them at the front end of their VSL. And so it's just a quick, actually seeing people that have actually lost weight with this product give a quick testimonial so that you actually buy it, and then they go to the emotional aggressive piece. And so it built like confidence in the product, and then now let me stick the knife in you emotionally, the money out there.
Yeah, another thing too, a lot of mistakes I'm seeing is everyone thinks you have to go super crazy, high level production, helicopters, people throwing off themselves out of planes to get someone's attention. And no, it's just the messaging needs to be grounded to the level where they could relate to you. Not everyone's jumping off of a plane. Not everyone's driving a Ferrari. Not everyone's driving a Lamborghini. Not everyone's, some people are just experiencing pain, and just getting out of bed hurts. It's just, have someone laying there just to demonstrate what they're going through. And then they wake up like, is every morning feeling like dreadful to get out of, you hate, just, you have to like beg your foot to get into that slipper and just to get up. And then, all the aches and this, just that, I promise you that's more powerful than,
Dude, we know people love to complain, right? So like, people love to complain. And so I owned a gym for a couple of years. I say that way too many times. Everybody knows I owned a gym. I apologize. Really? It was a CrossFit gym. And so how CrossFitters are like constantly throwing out CrossFit. So it comes up in my life constantly. I own a CrossFit gym. But
hey, can you one more time?
I used to own a CrossFit gym. So one of the things that I know is the communal aspect of CrossFit is one of the biggest things that they love to do. Was everybody showed up the next day, and these were all people from different walks of life. They didn't know how to talk to each other, but they were all friends because they all had something to talk about. It was, dude, are your legs tired? oh my gosh, I woke up yesterday, my legs were so sore. And so they'd like bond and they would just love to talk to each other about how much their legs hurt, because you want to validate like your own feelings and pains. And so you want other people to know about it. And so when you're doing like a video and people want that validation. So when they see the experience of somebody's hurt, they're hurting just like me. Like, oh yeah, I'm part of this group. I identify as somebody whose hip hurts in the morning. And so they feel instantly like gratified, justified, validated in their feelings and stuff. And so it's like super easy. And that the UGC stuff right now, like the user generated content is,
it's killing it.
yeah, it's so easy.
It's so killing it. And you know, quick tip right here. You know, like if you, you know, TikTok, if you just, a lot of that style of editing is transitioning very well for Facebook and YouTube Shorts and YouTube. And so, you know, that very just quick, flashy. So there's this thing I read where when I was
wait, was it written by ChatGPT?
No,
everybody's
no, dude, that stuff is really cool though. I've been messing with it.
Okay.
Yeah, but so this thing I read, and I use it as part of my toolbox. It's a philosophy, or not a philosophy. It's something that happens to the human as they're watching something that's really flashing in front of them. Your brain can't comprehend what's going on when you've got, you know, flash, like something that quick. So what ends up happening is you fall into a trance, and you kind of just shut down and kind of just like almost go into the zombie mode where you're just kind of seeing this and you feel kind of stuck. So imagine, right? Look at
this is like 60s mind control stuff, right? Or they used to flash stuff behind your screen.
No, but what I'm saying is like if there's some messaging, right? Don't take forever to deliver it. Don't just show like this thing so slowly. Like in the first 5 seconds, like are you suffering from this? And you're showing the transition of this one and that one, and it's flashing and it's showing, like, we don't know exactly what kind of pain someone's. Example, like if it's joint pain, it could be their spine, their neck, their shoulders, their knees. So maybe a split screen of like the knee goes here, the elbow goes here, flashes over then to the back, switches over to someone just like getting out of the pain. I'd be getting out of the car in pain, switches to someone just in the grocery, just grabbing the milk, and then they grab their elbow. Just like, if you could show all that flash, pretty much just showing like the day in their life, almost like within 3 seconds. And they're just like, if they could click to any of these scenes and go, I went through that, they're going to pay attention a little more. And once it flashes, their brain kind of shuts down a little bit. And now the copy is the NLP that starts speaking to them, and the music starts driving their emotion. So if you need them to be a little, they need to do something about this now, or it can lead into something more devastating. There's the drama music and there's the voice, but there's a solution. Now the music becomes, you know.
So let's talk about.
And now the emotion's like, oh, so this could help me because I'm that guy, and look how now they're skiing and they're, you know, let me click. All right.
So you have a background in music, right?
I do.
Search for Chris on Spotify.
No.
It's on Spotify. But
got one song,
but you
not that good.
but you have this background in music, and so talk to me a little bit about like not just video editing, but how do you edit in like music and stuff like that?
So I've got two setups. I've got my music set up behind me, big desk, computer. I got, you know, NS10s, a couple speakers, so I'm able to. Sometimes I'll do custom jingles if I feel like I can't find what I need. Royalty-free stuff's pretty good nowadays, but sometimes there's just. I'm not getting what I need. I need something that's a little bit more techie, sciencey, that just shows that research is being done. And you know, I've already used the same thing too much, and I kind of wanted something new. So we'll have fun and with my team, and we'll just get in there and start making jingles. You know,
do you guys like when you guys are trying to pick the right song? Are you like playing the video while you're listening to the song, or do you just like listen to the song first and decide like this is the sound that we want?
No, so so what's happening is I'm creating the video. And I could sense the emotion that needs to be demonstrated. So when I go looking for the song, I find something that takes me there emotionally, but also kind of pushes me towards a forward motion to keep watching the video. And then also it flows and it works great. And then, one more thing too, with music, you don't want it to be the same song. Another mistake, guys, do not use the same song and just the whole entire time, or just like copy paste it all the way through because you found this great song. You're like, no. Yeah. Like you want to
But what if it's Kanye? But what if it's
Kanye's cool. Kanye's cool. No, every 2 minutes you want to go ahead and change the song. And then once you're when this last CTA shows up, you probably got like 15 minutes left of the video. It's fine that you loop that one because that should be like the champion song. where like, that's okay. But every 2 minutes, you want to go ahead and switch and find yourself a stack of 5. And then it's okay after the 5th one, you could repeat that same
back in.
As long as it flows, right? And you keep double copy paste, and then at the end you just kind of
Okay.
That's how we do the music stuff.
And so
and another tip, sorry, it's not just about music; it's about sound effects. Right? If you want to pull your viewer into the video and kind of have them feel submerged into what they're viewing and the experience, you want to incorporate the swish sound with that transition. You want to incorporate maybe the pouring sound if they're pouring water in a cup. You want to incorporate these elements that you would feel when you're there. A lot of mistakes is I just see music and stock and it's just subs and that's it. And it's like, where's the,
it doesn't feel like that water, like if you're watching water be poured, it doesn't feel like water's actually being poured because there's music in the background. And if water's being poured, you should hear
the water being poured. If someone's walking, hear the steps. Like all these little elements, I know it's more to the editor, more to the video, but it helps submerge you into it's an experience. If you're making a video, it has to be an experience.
So like all these things. So right now, Chat GPT, like AI is everywhere. But one of the things that I think is there's like multiple platforms out there. I was talking to somebody last night who's like, oh yeah, I use these like AI editors where they just like, I just put in the copy and then it spits me out like stock footage is all edited. I'm assuming I'm not a video editor, but I am assuming that those definitely aren't going to get the same results as something that you're putting together because it's not going to bring into the fact that's like, okay, we're adding in the water now, we're adding the steps. It's just like a very general thing. And I think I'm worried that affiliates are going to get lazy and think, okay, I can just use these editors and now I can just like go hang out at the beach.
Right. No, so I mean, the most powerful thing to me, I think, when it comes to videos and their whole industry is the camera. Like what are you capturing on camera? I don't think we have an AI now that could find actors and could actually get behind a camera and shoot and coordinate all that. If that ever happens,
we're out,
dude. I think we should be light years ahead from there has to be real robots at that point.
That's when Skynet's happening.
I know, the robots. Like, I don't think they're gonna be pointing cameras at us at that point, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? That's worth a test. I mean, I'm not here to say like they'll never be. No, like it's worth a test to check out. I think you're right. I think where we are right now with AI is such a cool tool. I've been having fun with it myself. I look at it as research and finding inspiration and ideas. To add glitter to whatever you're doing. If you've got a beautiful piece of gold, you add more glitter gold, you've got more gold. But if you got, something that doesn't taste so good and you add your glitter, you got something that shines, but it doesn't smell, it doesn't taste so good. And who knows how it's going to stick, right? But I think every time I talk to a client, I always say, let's cast, because that's the biggest clients that I work with that are doing 7-8 figures, they've got someone on camera. They've got a brand, they've got someone that represents them, an authority figure. And there's some guys that are doing really well that don't have that. And I'm not saying, not everyone, but what I'm saying is that I have rarely seen people cross to the 8-9 figure without the big name. So, I don't know if AI could do that at this point.
And most of those types of relationships are the people you see, are they just paying an actor to be the face of it? Or do they...
Yeah, there's a deal.
Stuff.
No, there's partnerships. There's actual partnerships where they become the brand ambassador. They've built a face, a brand, a name. They've maybe partnered up with a doctor. They've even come together to formulate what they're gonna do.
I was talking to somebody and they actually go to like these doctor conventions.
Right.
They don't go to marketing conventions. They go to doctor conventions.
I'm gonna start doing that. Actually.
They look for the doctor. So you want to both find the guy who's an expert, but also is pretty and good on camera.
Yeah.
And so you can find that perfect guy at a convention and then you just say, hey man, you just got to be pretty and be on camera and I do all the marketing.
Pretty much. I've got partners for an offer right now where we have a doctor and he was my doctor.
Okay.
And I was going to him for a couple of years and I was just like, you're a good looking guy. Ever thought about being on camera? He goes, man, what are you talking about? And then little by little, I was like, hey, well, this is what I do. And, you've helped me. I mean, I was, imagine, 12 years of editing every single day, 8 to 16-hour days of just like mousing. I got a couple of impingements, went to him. He fixed me right up. I feel great. And he actually is a nutritionist as well. So he started giving me a couple supplements to help with joint and all that. I thought there was an opportunity there to, come together and do something for joint. And he was like, okay, let's give it a go. Got him on camera. Behold, he's amazing.
Okay.
He's charismatic.
Yeah.
Fun, good looking dude.
And it works.
and it's working, you know? So it's one of those things where, you know, you never know, you might be talking to the next, just gotta
throw it out there.
Just gotta push forward, you know?
Yeah.
Push forward.
No, that's super cool. Guys, like I really hope that maybe you watch this one more time and try to take some actual actionable steps from stuff that Chris said. He's a lot of time is working on these VSLs that are really long, but these same principles that he's talking about that are these like those steps, if you work them into your 15, 30 second, 2-minute ad, right? It will make a difference in a world where everybody, especially with like AI right now, it's getting more and more saturated because it's easier and easier to put together an edited video.
Yeah.
It's getting super saturated. You need to have these steps and work some stuff in.
And here's a bonus, quick secret ninja kung fu master move. I had a client, we deployed one of his videos. One more thing, don't deploy one video, guys and gals. Don't deploy one video. Find a way when you go to deployment, you're deploying at split test. I think that's the best way to do it. And have as many variations as possible. Just don't have one, because I mean, if you imagine the whole company or your crew or your team is ready to deploy this one thing and the one thing doesn't hit, it just kills everyone's. But if you deploy at split tests and something's not really working, you could read data and you could be like, hey, let's move here, let's move there, let's move this. Now everyone's kind of, the morale kind of doesn't fully goes down the toilet. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, I had a client that happened. We deployed the one video, didn't do so well. But I felt like there was so much potential in what we created. I felt like we just needed to work on that intro, on that the first 2 minutes, just to really get it in. So I asked him, hey, so what's been working for you? Let's not just make something up and go to the drawing board and just try to let's actually look at everything. What emails are working for you? What campaigns have you been working that are killing it? What ads right now are working? What editorials are working? Like what are your affiliates doing that maybe give you some feedback? I don't know. And what we found is he had these 3 home run emails, and we ended up making that into video intros. They were so good. And I was like, dude, this needs to become your intros. Let's just
testing's already been done. And
and it's proven. So let's try that. And boom, one of the variations ended up moving the needle, and now it's killing it. But imagine just, coming from a place where it's like, oh, it didn't work, move on. Yeah. It's like it's sometimes you'll get those home runs off the bat, and sometimes you have to carve it and you have to take your time and massage it. It's like almost creating a pot of clay, and it always comes from a place of highest probability and highest conversion. Never come from a place of what you think or maybe always try to find that one thing that you could do that would probably give you the best results. And out of everything that we could think of, I mean, that's already proven that those emails crushed it. That's what we need to do first before we decide to start just throwing things at the wall. Anyways, that's great. Yeah.
Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure, right, if you got any questions, you can send stuff to us at affiliates@digistore24.com. If maybe you got an offer and you're looking for somebody, right? Chris helps. So how could people contact you if they were interested in maybe working?
Sure. Just send me an email at chris@VSL ADZ.com. VSL Adz with a Z.com.
Okay. Yep. So check it out. Reach out to him if you got some work for him, right? He could really take your offer to that next level.
And one more thing, I'm really known for the editing, but we're pretty much a full production house department. Imagine if you want to roll out your whole department for production, you got to hire the right person, buy all the gear, make sure that they're trained, make sure that they do stuff that converts. Casting, So we're an 8-man team out in Austin, Texas. We've got over 6 cameras and everything, and we just coordinated. We've done for you experience of just hooking you up with a bunch of stuff. And one of our biggest things that we do is we do a production camp. So we actually rent out a house, and you go with your team, you build a lot of bank of all the things that you need, and then we lock ourselves in a house for 4 days. We have a living room set, kitchen set, green screen upstairs. We rent a private gym. We rent locations, whatever we need to do, and we don't go anywhere. And for 4 days, we just rush. So when you leave, you've got a couple months worth of stuff with us, So,
very cool. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Remember, until next time, open minds, open hearts equals open wallets.